Lovelies, welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload videos, you will be the first person to be notified. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us. You guys are the real MVP. Alright, lovelies, let's dive into today's video. So, lovelies, I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok, and I thought to share with you guys. I was actually having a double mind if to share this video or if I should just let it go, but I decided to just put it out here because I think a lot of maybe larger audience actually need to see this video so that people would know the kind of human beings that they are dealing with. Guys, I'm just gonna roll a clip of what a husband actually did to his own wife, his partner, the mother of his own children. Guys, I'm just gonna roll it, as well as other stitches I was able to put together. Like, ladies, it's actually time for you guys to be very, very careful. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. Alright, lovelies, let's dive into it.
In a world where you can fear anyone, fear men. Why do men? Why do men? Why do men? Men do why? Why? Just when I think it can't get any worse, when I think to myself, surely we have reached the cap. We are at the top. We are at the top of it. Something happens that just chucks us over the edge. A former model who was a finalist in the Miss Switzerland contest, was allegedly murdered and pureed. In a blender by her husband. Pureed in a blender by her husband. I choose the bear every single time. Every single time, I would rather roll in peanut butter and run into the deepest, darkest part of the forest and be chased by bears than spend time in a forest with a man. I choose the bear. So they do an autopsy report, okay? And the ruling found that the body was dismembered in a laundry room with a jigsaw, knife, and gardening shears. In addition, body parts were then chopped up with a hand blender, pureed and dissolved in a chemical solution. Are you batshit? Are you insane? What? Help! Send literal help.
Can you imagine being found dead in a blender? Literally like puree. Literally so fucking disgusted right now. There's a former Miss Switzerland, so this really like hits close to my heart because I'm from Switzerland. Her husband, I don't know if I can say that on TikTok, but basically her and then he put her in the blender and he pureed her. That's literally like what the media says. She was a mom, someone's daughter. Like, this is just so fucking sick, and hopefully like she really gets justice and he rots in prison for the rest of his life, for eternity. So scary how you can be with someone for so long and just not know who they are, what they're able to do. And I'm literally saying that like next to my boyfriend, but you know, like we actually like really never know, and it's scary. I know that we've seen everything like literally since the beginning of time. However, it's like stories are just becoming sick and sicker. Not too long ago I heard about this story about this old woman. That was an old woman that had been married to her husband for like maybe, I don't know, but they've been together like for eternity. Like they were like high school sweethearts and they were old. For the last 10 years of the relation, he like I don't know if I can say that on TikTok, but he basically put stuff in her drink, like gave her medicine so that she wasn't awake, and meanwhile he would bring people to do things, like men to do things, And so many men, I think it was like 75 or something, so many men came to do that, and none of them came forward. Even her neighbor, like even her fucking neighbor was one of the men. And let's not even talk about all the stories of like, children, like all the stories of incest. Like there's so many fucking wrong things in this world, so many fucking sick things. At the end of the day, is there even like anything we can do? Because it's just out of our control. Like you're going to see a friend, you're going to see a neighbor, you're going to see like anybody, and you can't trust no fucking body, because like people have twisted minds. Like, can y'all fucking leave us alone? Like, what the hell?
Easy place. And when you think you've seen it and heard it all, something comes and just tops it. I'm not sure if you heard the story out of Switzerland. The Miss Switzerland former finalist not only got strangled by her husband, he dismembered her and then pureed the rest of her body in a blender. This is supposed to be the closest person to her. I mean, I am absolutely, like, when I heard the story and I read about it, lost for words is an understatement. This is supposed to be the person closest to her. It is her husband, not a stranger, guys. Her husband. He pureed her in a blender. Let that marinate. The horror she must have gone through to be literally strangled, dismembered, and then bits and pieces of her body being pureed in a I mean, it is actually diabolical. I mean, people are out here unhinged. I think women should be 1,000% weary of everything. I mean, clearly, the husband did this, the world is a crazy. A third party had found the wife's remains. Then he went and got arrested. He came out and said it was self-defense because she had a knife. An absolute joke. But what really was heartbreaking to me was a few weeks prior to all of this happening, the wife actually posted on social media that they had a couple's getaway. The pictures that are circulating right now on social media and in newspapers, they do look like a picture perfect couple if you believe in that sort of thing, right? Here's the thing. You'd think they have no issues because we don't know anything about their lives, but she did confide in a friend and say she was actually planning to leave him. He had started a business, I guess maybe like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I'm not quite sure when it was. The pressures of that business and then the pressure of him, maybe not being able to see his children and the wife leaving him got to him and he snapped. I mean, I'm sorry, I just think that's just excuses. I feel so bad for his wife. I mean, if you read what he did to this poor woman, trigger warning, he cut out her womb. I mean, his poor children, like, they're gonna read about all of this, what he did to their mother. And and what really was even sickening was the simple fact that they said that while he was doing all of this, he was scrolling through social media. Also, it was reported that he was abusive in his previous relationships, and clearly he was abusive in this relationship because the wife confided in her friend that she wanted to leave him, but she was scared. Like, the telltale signs were all there. A third party
pureed in a blender. Pureed in a blender. Like, why don't women leave? Why don't they leave? Why don't they just leave? 38-year-old former Miss Switzerland finalist Christina Joksimovic, I hope I'm saying her surname correctly, was unalived by her husband, dismembered. And I hate this. I hate the way that this is a woman we're talking about here, not a fucking tomato. Was pureed in a blender by her husband. And now it's come out that she had expressed her desire to leave him. I was talking to one of my friends last night who's a feminist, and I was just like, it's always been like this, but at the minute it just feels like a lot. Like, you have the Olympian who has been set on fire by her partner. You've got this woman in France whose husband was inviting men round to her home to do the most horrific things, and now we have this, and it's just like, men are not okay. They're not okay. They're not. Like, I don't really know what else to say apart from the entire point of this video being that stop asking women why they don't just leave these men. Stop it. Because this is why they don't leave. because it's safer to stay sometimes with these people than it is to try and leave and risk being pureed in a blender.
I saw this news on TikTok of former Miss Switzerland strangled to death by her husband. He didn't know how to discard the body, then he pureed her in a blender. Listen, he pureed her in a blender like paste, like tomato paste. Just when you thought, oh, some Jeffrey Dahmer is out there on the loose, this is ridiculous, this is bizarre. Somebody left this comment in the comment section. Somebody is asking to know what type of blender this man used. How low on sarcasm can one be to leave this kind of comment? And please do not get me started with how many people liked that comment. How many people with the same thought process as him. Unempathetic, unsympathetic. Like, people are mad. Somebody died in the hands of her own husband. Somebody that she trusted. It is not enough that she was strangled. This woman was pureed. And all you can think of is what blender was used in turning her to a sauce. I'm done. I am literally done with the internet. My God. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And with that being said, wanna bye. Mwah.
Hi everyone, I hope you're well and having a wonderful Thursday. I read something that was super disturbing today, and that was about former model Miss Switzerland finalist Christina Jokimovic. I read about how she was unalived, basically, by her partner. And that's such a shock. And I don't want to keep banging on about violence against women, but I just feel that we've been silent for so long, and actually we need to speak out, and we need to stop apologizing for speaking out. So again, I'm coming back to you, my community, to say, empower women around you. Every woman, can you imagine this young woman who is no longer with us, and her family, her children have got to live with the thought that their mother is no longer here because of their father. It's just unbelievable. And so I remain unapologetic about talking about violence against women and girls. And to you, my community, I want to remind you to please empower the women around you. Talk to the girls around you. Every woman deserves to be here. Every woman deserves to live to her full potential. And every woman deserves to thrive. But it's up to me and you to make that happen. It's up to me and you to not be silenced and to not feel that we're talking about it too much. This is my word for today. Empower the woman in your life. Have a great day and speak to you soon.
Like, seriously, lovelies, when I saw this video, it just popped up on my For You page on TikTok. I think this actually happened about 2 to 5 to 8 days back, and it has been coming up and off on my For You page, and I just keep on ignoring it. But I thought to myself that maybe I might just put it up here. I wouldn't know whom I might be, giving an information that the person have to, see, to be very careful of any kind of sign that you must have seen in your partner. Like, seriously, what is going on? What has this life actually turned out to be? Like, what is really going on? What is really happening? Is this a kind of a rapture that is about to take place? Is it that this world is coming to an end? How can a human being in its rightful sense sort of doing this unspeakable act to his own partner? Like, how is it possible that someone you first, someone you fell in love with, because even before you get into a relationship, you guys must have had feelings for each other. Then
before you know it, you guys decided to take the relationship, to another dimension in terms of maybe long relationship that leads into marriage. And that marriage, produced an offspring. The bond at which you guys have together produced an offspring. Then after that, you decided that this your once loved partner is now your biggest enemy. Like, I don't understand. What is it that human being is turning to be? I don't understand what is this a curse or something? Is this a curse? What kind of a toxic relationship do people, get themselves involved? Like, instead of ending this way, is it not better for you to just tear apart? Is it not better for you just go for a divorce? What is this? Like, seriously, what is happening? When a situation is resorting to physical, I try as much as I can to tell the person to walk away. You must see the sign. You must see the sign. If a man or a woman hits you for the very first time, that is the 100% reason why you need to walk away from such relationship. If it's not because of yourself, like because of your personal interest, but for the interest of the little ones you brought into this earth. Like, seriously, I don't do, I'm not too much into the, relationship and all of that, but this is just getting too much. This is a situation whereby everyone needs to see what is happening in today's relationship, in today's world. Like, how can you, what is self-defense? You are self-defensing yourself with a woman that you are physically, you have more strength as a man compared to a woman. Like, I don't even understand. You can't compare a man's strength with that of a woman. When he was caught, he was like, it was a self-defense. What are you self-defense? Because she saw the woman with a knife. What happens to running around or running out from the room or leaving the room? What are you there? You saw a knife. Why not leave? Why not run out? Why would you be there? Like, why do human beings have such a heart? Who is creating this kind of people? I know God created everyone, but what are human beings turning into today? Like, what is relationship of these days turning into? This is the reason why most people, especially women, are choosing to be single. There are a lot of child-free by choice women out there. There are a lot of women who decided that it's best for them to be single just because of this. Just because of this. And a lot will still see this kind of handwriting on the wall and you still stay put. Like, this same incident happened, but the thing is very different from this. The other one was actually a pastor who happens to, the wife have been trying to go for a divorce, and I think he's been threatening her upon like up to the extent of they saw that this woman, was unalive somewhere close to a river or something. Like, I keep asking myself, what kind of relationship is this? If people can't coexist, is it not better they should just stay apart? Is it not better they should just be single and live than to be married and this? Like, how can somebody do whatever he did, period it? Like, Jesus Christ. What is this? When I saw this video, I never wanted to but I felt like it's better for me to just put it up here because you don't even know who might be in a situation where this person is thinking of, should I leave or should I stay for the sake of my kids? No, these kids are going to grow up and have their own families. These kids are going to grow up and have their own families. Please, seriously, when you see that this person hits you just once, that is one that happened in South Africa. This woman is a very good, like, she's a singer. She's a talented singer. And she has been having this domestic whatever with her husband. Until this man unalived her. And she have 4 little boys. She has been trying to leave the relationship, but because she's a gospel singer, she don't know what people will say. She was there until when she, like, seriously, the way which is happening with pen colors is still happening with black people. The musician that I talked about, the gospel singer, is actually a black woman, black family. What is this? What is happening to relationships? If it's not going to work out, it's better you split than resorting to this. Seriously. Because if you want to stay in a relationship or in a marriage, or because of your children, these children will grow up. Then you will still have yourself to blame if you are not there to take care of your kids. Anyway, lovelies, when I saw this video, I decided to just put it up here because you might not know who might be in a situation why this person is just thinking if I should leave. Please make that bold step and leave. If someone should touch you, even if it's a slap on your face or raise their hands, please leave. Anyway, lovelies, why not just leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video, and please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We are just here for educational and informative purposes. Please, if you don't subscribe to this channel, do your girl a huge favor to do that, and I will see you, lovelies, when I upload the next one.
To click on the subscription button, like this video, share, leave your thoughts, and I will see you, lovelies, when I upload the next one.